Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to another episode. I'm David, and this episode is on a big shift that I made in my life, and I wanted to discuss it with you because I think there's really valuable information in this. So most of my life, I've always been going towards a goal, going towards something. And always in the kind of like in the rushing mode and in the pursuing mode instead of the living mode. And what I mean by this is that I was really pursuing it as something that was in the future instead of something that's already happening now. And I think that's where I've made a really big shift. Right now, I am working for a client. So I'm doing some project work on freelance basis, and also I'm doing this. And this feels like my calling, and the other part actually also feels as my calling. And I've always kind of neglected it in the sense of that it had something to do with my personal growth and my spiritual growth. So I saw it more as a necessary evil that I had to do so that I could do things like this. And yeah, I've had many entrepreneurial ventures, and this is just one of them. And this doesn't really, it didn't even start out as a venture, but it will become one. I'm very certain of that. That's how it feels right now. But yeah, the necessary evil was my work, and I had a really great time at a company. I worked there for 2.5 years as a freelancer, and it was amazing. It was really good, but I always had that feeling within me, like this is not what I actually want to do. This is what I need to do because I have to pay off this debt, and I have to make money, and I have to. It was more about the debt than the debt. So I was in debt. I'm confusing myself by saying it in all different ways, but it was because of some debt. It's a weird word with silent what is it? Constables in it. Anyway, so it was always like, okay, so I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna build a buffer, and once I'm done here, I will really get started, and I will really get into this. I will really live my dream life after I've done this. But yeah, kind of if you're in this the spiritual material for a longer while, then you know where this is going. Because if you're living in this moment where the next moment is going to be the moment where you're actually going to start living your life, then you will always be stuck in that moment, waiting for the moment to start living your life. And when I was done there and I had a nice buffer and I could, I didn't have to do anything anymore. Everything fell away because the work things, I didn't have to do the work things anymore. I just had to do my hobby things and my passion things. And this was actually on my radar as well, in a little bit of a different form, but it's kind of the same. But I wasn't, let's say, brave enough yet to do it. But it's not that I'm brave enough now, and in some sense I am, but I'm closer to myself and farther away from the opinions of others, and that's a nice switch as well. So that's also a tip from this video. If you stay close to yourself, this process will be easier. And there was a really nice thing that Bashar said. Actually, Daryl Anka said it in a podcast I was listening to on the bike when I was going to work or from work. And he said everyone in this world is a unique puzzle piece, and it only fits together perfectly if everybody is their own unique self, because that way they are their own unique puzzle piece. And if they're acting like someone they're not, then they're not gonna fit in. And your goal is to live your true, authentic self. So that really hit home when he said that, because and what he added on later is, if you are not living your true, authentic self, you're actually what's the word he used? He used this nice word. Well, bottom line is, you're taking away your gift from others because you cannot give your gift to others. And I was like, he's right. He's right. Yeah. He's right. Because of my own limiting beliefs, because of my comfort zone that I don't want to step out of, because of the critique that I can get from other people, I am not giving my gift to the people that really need it. So yeah, that was a nice moment of realization. Yeah, so this is where it's big. I started, I don't know when this started, but there was some point in the last 2 months, and I think this was pretty close to my maybe it even was during my timeline shift. I had that timeline shift. I talk about this in another video, and I can link it above. You can watch it. And during that shift, I went to a new timeline where, well, I'm basically living my best life. And that doesn't mean there aren't any challenges, because I believe they are also part of your story, and they're there to teach you something. Because challenges are most of the time they're construed as negative, but they're not negative, because even though they might be negative in the current moment, they're not actually negative in the long term. So if you zoom out a little bit on your own timeline, you can see that this really bad thing that happened was actually a blessing in disguise. And that's also something to really switch around in your mind. So instead of being down or depressed or frustrated, irritated because something is not working and it's not going the way you want it to go, view this not as something that's holding you back, but it's something that's actually making you grow. And the process will not be any easier. Well, it will be easier the way you handle it, but it will be as hard as it was. But because of your different mindset, it will feel a bit less hard, because you're leaning into it and you're dealing with it. So you're taking the responsibility, and you're not sitting back and playing the victim, which you are not, because I believe that this is the path you actually chose yourself. So, if there was anything of value already in this video, please give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And yeah, let's keep this channel growing, and like or subscribe to the channel as well. The first 111 people on YouTube. So if you're on the podcast, I will do this for you as well, as long as you can prove it easily to me. I will give you a 90% discount on my new product, which is it is the name might still change. For now, it's the 11, 11, 11 timeline shift manifestation or meditation. Kind of, we'll see what the name will be. And if you are from the future, you already know it. You can already find it on my website, davidjupijn.com. And if you don't know how to spell that, it's also in the link of this video, or not this video, but my profile. Okay, so that there was this big shift where at some point I really leaned into the part where it's like, okay, so I'm working for, it kind of feels like I'm working for a boss, but I'm actually not working for a boss. But it felt like something I had to do. And because I dove into my numerology pretty deep, pretty thoroughly, I'm also a life path 22. So my soul urge, so the thing that gets me lit up is build stuff. And I love building stuff. I've always liked it. The only thing that kind of happened when I started my own business is that I started to like it less because it took a lot of it took a big toll on me because I had crazy deadlines, and it was never about the building process anymore. It was about the finishing process and keeping clients happy. So it kind of the thing that I actually enjoyed, it fell away. And that was such a shame because even keeping up to date with my skills, so learning new techniques that launched, that were released in different programming languages, I was not really feeling it, but I was doing it because I kind of had to learn it again. And now I'm back in business, so to say. I'm really enjoying it again, and I'm learning new stuff, and I'm expanding. I'm expanding as a human being, but also as a programmer or as a freelancer, as an entrepreneur. It's really nice, and I'm really feeling the joy of those things again. So if there's anything that you're stuck in your life, then I can give you a quick reading right now. I'm on Telegram. I'm just doing readings for free, but that will not stay for free. So you can hit me up on Telegram. Would love to discuss it there. And it gives me this sense of and this feeling of satisfaction to do this to people. And if I can really help, I really wanna help. And for now, my freelance business is making a good amount of money, so I'm really happy with how that's going. And also I really want to give back in this regard. And it's not really giving back, but giving. I'm giving. Because if you dive a little bit deeper in your numbers, and kind of depends what you really what resonates most with you, because maybe numerology doesn't really resonate for you, but maybe astrology does, or human design, or you can name 10 other ones that might resonate. So maybe then this is not for you, but if it is, dive a little deeper in it and see what makes you tick, see why you're doing what you're doing, and also what works best for you, the way you work. Because there can be really simple things that you maybe have to stop doing or start doing. For example, with my human design, I found out I am not the kind of person that can make promises. Promises are not something that I should make. not because I'm not reliable or anything. It's more that it holds me back, and it feels crappy. So that it doesn't really work for me. And if there's something for you that's not working, but you are actually doing, then you're not functioning fully in your own power. So for me, the way to get rid of this is to make it flexible, because I'm an 11 life path, so I go all over the place. I'm also like a wind type, so I'm not the earth type that is really tethered to the ground. I'm going everywhere, and yeah, because if I can get some flexibility, that works for me. So if somebody says, "What time will you be here?" I will never say I'll be there at 6. I'll say I'll be there around 6. And I'll be there because I don't have to be there on time. I am on time. But if I'm there 6, 5 after 6, that's fine, because I already said them that it's a bit flexible. And I really need that flexibility. It's also why I'm a freelancer. Working in a stable job, it just doesn't fit me. I would really die a little bit every day by doing that, and that's a bit of an overstatement, but it is kind of like that, because my flame will slowly diminish, because it just doesn't fit my type. And if you are the person that does have that, and maybe it could also be the other way around. Let's say you're freelancing, but you are actually the one that really needs stability and security. Then maybe stop being a freelancer and look for a job where you can really relax, and after you've that the stability is there, you actually function better while working as well. So, this was the video that was funny. I wanted to. There's also always the I want to do this, and then I get told something else. So I was planning on recording another video, but this video popped up in my head, and I did my divining, and it said, yeah, dude, you have to do this video. I'm like, okay, but can the next video then be on numerology again? Because I really want to finish it, because I have this mindset that when I have a to-do list, I love crossing things off, and I love to get to the... also with my inbox, I like the clear inbox. I want everything gone out from my inbox. Even if I just snooze it, and I don't recommend snoozing everything because it can lead to some trouble as well. But I'd rather snooze it than leave it open, because it's like a task that I didn't finish yet. And I'm like, but I cannot finish it now. So it's an open loop. And I want to put it on the back burner so that I can forget about it. I set it to be remembered and forget it. And then it works perfectly for me. So the takeaways from this video are, live your truest self. And I can help you find out who that is. If you already know who that is and how you work, what makes you tick, then congratulations. Keep doing that. And if you know but you're not doing it yet, find the courage to do it. And put in the comments, why aren't you doing this? I'm curious to know. And if you need any help, also hit me up. I'm open for all kinds of discussions. At some point, I will probably not discuss it here anymore when I get more followers. But for now, you're one of the lucky few that is following me in this kind of like beginning stage. So take advantage of it. Send me a message, and we'll chat on Telegram. I'll put my handle in the description, so you can find me. It will be in the show notes if it's a podcast, and for the video it will just be in the description. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Much love for me. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.